What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, coming to you live on a Friday night, feeling all right. What is going on, people? Good to see you guys. We have so much to talk about tonight, and one of those things that I want to talk about is getting my chart on my screen. Where did it go? Hold on just a second. We need to get those candles up here before we do anything else. So we're going to take care of that first and foremost, just so we can keep an eye on where our favorite dog money is and what it's doing right now. So we're going to get that chart in place here. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in here, a few new ones. And it's good to see you guys. Great to see you guys. You know, it's been quite a day. A lot of people nervous about the charts. A lot of people nervous about the market right now. You know, that's understandable. But I'm here to tell you folks, I'm not nervous. This does not surprise me. Anything that's going on here does not surprise me. And I'm going to get into that in a few moments. Why? So let me get some of these super chats. Before we go anywhere. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Yes. And who do we got? Larry Ramirez coming $4.99 super chat. Steve. I love it. Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate you so much, man. And also one of my mods, Imperial Beats, coming in at $5. Thank you so much, Imperial. Appreciate that so much. Steve, I love the Steve chants going on while I was gone en route to getting here and getting on air as fast as I could. Thank you for that, Imperial Beats. Appreciate it. Oh, you guys are doing a lot of chants here. Race Car Bob coming in with Steve with the question mark at the end. Thank you, Race Car Bob, for that super chat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Who else we got here? Oh, yeah, Stuart Yates. Stuart, you are up late, my man, or up early. You're up in the middle of the twilight where you are. Stuart is from over in the UK, so he's running about 6 hours ahead of us. So, yeah, you are up early, my friend. Good to see you, and thank you for the 10-pound super chat. Appreciate that so much, Stuart. Thank you, my fellow Englishman. Thank you so much for that. And Anthony Grant coming through with $5 super chat. Yes. Thank you again, Anthony. You're just a very consistent supporter of the show and the Dogecoin community, and I always appreciate you so much, man. Anthony Grant, $5. Top of the night, fellow Dogers. Let's get this party started. Yes, that is what we are about to do. I got to say, as I was firing up my system over here, I was kind of looking in the chat to see what was going on. You guys had some really, really funny comments as far as what was going on with me, why I was running late. Again, my apologies for running late. I just had one of those days, some complicated factors, and that's okay. We sorted it out. But in case you are wondering, the reason I'm late is because I was driving my Jeep all the way back from Gambia. All the way back from Gambia, guys. So I hope you understand. I think that you do. Delos Doge coming in at $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Delos. Appreciate that. I always appreciate you, Delos. Steve-O, sup, Doge fam. Boy, we got a great community here. We guys are on fire. I love it. I love the vibe in here tonight. I love the Doge momentum. I love the high energy, big Doge energy in the room tonight, and that's what we love to see. That's what we love to see here on, of course, Doge After Dark for Friday Night Live. Guys, if you haven't smashed that like button, please do. It takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. It's the number one thing you can do to help a new, quickly emerging channel like this get up in front of more people, reach get into those tricky YouTube algorithms. And if you're brand new here, I'd like to personally welcome you and encourage you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell as well. Join the Crypto Vampire set here on Steven Steele Live. We'd love to have you. We have, in my opinion, I think we have the best community in the whole crypto world online here. So Join us, join our ranks. And then lastly, guys, thank you for those super chats coming in. Really, really appreciate that so much. Nelson, good to see you back, Nelson. Buy the dip, let's go, he says. Nelson is also fired up, Awesome, guys. Yeah, what a day. What a day. At this time, I would like to bring in a man that needs very little introduction around these parts. It is Dogecoin millionaire, Nick Balls. Nick, what's up?
What's up, party people in the place to be?
Yes. They are fired up. They are ready to go, Nick, on this Friday night. So we're hanging out. Doge is out in the 30s, but these people do not seem to be discouraged. And you are a Dogecoin millionaire. Are you discouraged? And if not, why not?
Stephen, I've been more relaxed in the past week than I certainly was when we moved from 8 cents to like 20 something cents. I was very nervous during that time. Less nervous when we got up to 75, and currently chilling. So yeah, no, I feel good.
Yeah, that's very interesting. But it's like one of these things where a lot of people are kind of have anxiety. They're freaking out right now about where the market's at. Why are you at ease, knowing how much your money you have on the line? I think that would strike people as pretty extraordinary. People that are maybe looking over much less money on the line than you. How can a guy like you, who has been holding on to Dogecoin since 2013, 2014, and still holding, why aren't you having more anxiety, more stress about where the market is right now?
Well, if it was, if somebody, I take it a lot of people are new to crypto. And if it's their first market cycle and they've never been through a Chinese attack, I could see how they would get nervous because they've never seen anything like it before. But this is not my first rodeo. Yeehaw. I've done this before. And I've seen this play out over the past, well, I've seen it play out since 2013, but really 2014 when I started accumulating Doge.
Sure.
And it's been going on every year. It happens every single year. This year's a little... each year there's a different series of circumstances that lead to it, but
right.
It's nothing new. I've seen it before, and actually I'm a lot more confident this time around. Because if we were to go into a bear market, like if this was the sign of a bear market, there wouldn't be a recovery.
Right.
And this is a clear sign of market manipulation, and it's just meant to shake somebody off the back of the market. And they're doing a great job at it. China is really, really good at manipulating markets. I will give them that.
Yeah, and that's the crux of a lot of what's happening here. Let me get to a couple super chats. Dave Carter coming in at $4.99. Thank you, Dave. Is there an Assaholics Anonymous? I think I have an ass problem. Thank you for all that you do for this wonderful Doge community, brother. You're very welcome. That is funny. Speaking of which, I'm sure most of you have already heard, but the founder of Ass Token and Ass Financial is going to be my featured guest on the show on Sunday. Now we're doing a little bit earlier on Sunday. At about 6:30 we'll be starting off, so don't miss that. I did post a link for that already, so bookmark that. I already give it the thumbs up and give it the notification bell so you don't forget. You're going to want to be there for that. It's going to be exclusive with Liv from Ask Finance, and we're going to be talking to her about whole variety of things. And her and I have just been getting to know each other better, and she's just a very fantastic, dynamic woman. So really look forward to that. Nurse Terry Reed coming in, $4.99. I heard Nurse Terry Reed on a Twitter Spaces today that was It was a forum for just women in crypto, women in Dogecoin, and it was pretty cool. It's hosted by Coco, and I think Nurse Terry Reed did a really good job, especially when she was talking about how, as a nurse, she has to navigate with some of these doctors' really big egos in order to bring optimal care to the patients. And from my experiences, I can tell you firsthand, with my health issues, the nurses sometimes know more than the doctors. Frankly, they seem to be better listeners. They seem to be more in touch with what the patient really needs, in my opinion. So Nurse Terry Reed, thank you for that super chat. She says, "What a day! It's our Friday." Yes. So stoked for Sunday. Dave says, "Yes." Ask Queen Liv. Yes. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be smashing, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. We are still fired up. We are, as Nick was saying, the Chinese government almost every year, they do this kind of around the same time. And keep in mind, I think that's one of the main things you want to keep in mind about this is one of the main reasons why they're doing this is to scare you into selling so they can get more advantageous positions in both the stock market and the crypto market. Isn't that right, Nick?
Yeah, correct, Stephen. They have been manipulating. So first off, I don't want to come off. Matt Wallace posted earlier, Doge is the opposite of communism. And I don't want to come off like I have anything against the Chinese people. I think the Chinese people and the country of China is a beautiful place.
Yes.
And they are a beautiful people. That being said, I love America. I love freedom. And no system of government is perfect. I think we can all agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
Communism, it breeds its own issues. And some of the issues that communism breeds is the incentive for the collective, meaning the people, to cumulatively work to aid in governmental I don't want to use the word, but effery. And it almost always, communism devolves into a mafia-like situation. And that's been the case throughout history. This is just how communism goes. There are successful things that come from communism, and there's bad things that come from it too. But what it actually really perfectly accomplishes is the ability to move massive financial systems. The Chinese are very, very good at taking over markets, meaning not just the stock market, not just the crypto market, but like the real estate market. The Chinese have moved in on property in Hawaii. China has taken over Hawaii. They've taken over parts of California. And what they'll do is they'll drive the property rates through the roof by overbuying, paying more for property than it's worth.
Sure.
And then they'll cut the prices out, sell everybody out of the space, and then buy it up for pennies on the dollar. And I can't argue. Like, I'm not saying like this is good. Like, it is good market manipulation. They are very good at doing this. So no knock on China. I don't like it. I think it's bad for humanity. Yeah. But they're good at it.
Yeah.
So, what, you can't argue that. But yeah, no. I mean, this is clearly what's happening. I believe, and this is just from reading online, who knows, it seems like they are trying to shake out one particular billionaire in the Bitcoin space. I don't know if they've accomplished that mission. We'll see by this weekend. if the market continues to go down over the weekend, I wouldn't be surprised. However, if it massively rebounds over the next week or two, that wouldn't shock me either.
Yeah, I think that's really well stated. I don't even know if I have that much to add to that. I think you summed it up pretty nicely there, Nick. So did you get a chance to listen to the Doge Crypto Women panel Twitter space at all, with the one hosted by Coco Chanel?
I was in there. I saw you with your wig on. You were looking beautiful.
So
although I didn't make the cut.
So what happened is, as I tried to sneak in as a speaker, as you can see here. I tried to sneak in as a speaker for the women only Doge panel. I went under the name Stephanie, and but I got caught. They didn't fall for it. I think it might have been the beard. I think that might have been the beard that gave me away, you guys. This right here. I think if I would have shaved, they would have I could have been taken just for a pretty surly broad.
Sure.
But nope, I was caught. I was turned away at the door, guys. But can't win them all. So yeah, next time I'll come better prepared and just try to make some extra steps. And I heard that blondes have more fun, and I think the Wayans brothers did it a bit better than me. But so
that's true.
The room's having fun with that one.
I was in there actually. I really enjoyed the conversation they were having. I heard Nurse Terry Reid speak as well. And here's the thing. I'm pretty all inclusive. But at the same time, I'm such a laid back guy. I don't care. You want to have an all girls room? Awesome. You want to have an all guys room? Great. Doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I think it's good for the space, and I specifically think it's good for the space for women, because when I got into crypto in 2012, there were none.
Right.
Billy and I were talking about this earlier. I think, there were no girls in crypto when it first started.
Yeah.
Very few. I mean, you could count on like one hand the amount of women in crypto back in the day.
Yeah.
And with the space growing as a whole, I think it is extremely important to include women in the crypto space. And there, not only is that just good for, I think it's great for everyone in general. I think it's just awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It's just it also makes things more fun and just different perspectives and stuff. And there aren't, to a certain degree, there's only so much you can do, because I do think that there are inherent biological traits between the sexes that where different genders are more inherently inclined to go towards other spaces than others. But what's really encouraging what's really encouraging to me about crypto is crypto doesn't strike me as one of those spaces that has a super overtly inherent precursor that way. But what's cool is the Dogecoin community has more women in it than any other sector of crypto. So So that's pretty cool, pretty interesting to see. I don't think that crypto's seen this before. I don't think that crypto have seen this many women that than until we've seen that's going on in Dogecoin. And obviously, what's great is usually most people don't start and stop with Dogecoin. They go from there. They start diversifying their portfolios a bit, and I think Dogecoin just adds so much to the crypto market in general. Just brings in investors that to a lot of different coins, and that's something that people like Charles Hoskinson does not understand. And in fact, I know it's hard for him to sit by the sidelines and to see the dog money kind of surpass what he's doing. But the thing is, on the same token, that I think what he fails to understand is probably how many new investors have picked up ADA. Now, as the consequence of coming in through Doge. But I mean,
I did.
Exactly, you did, and then he probably lost a lot of investors due to him popping off about negatively about Doge and whatnot. So definitely some rookie mistakes, surprisingly rookie mistakes that are always made by Charles, who's obviously a bright guy, but he's just not very well socially calibrated, which can be absolutely detrimental to your brand if you're the one on the top. If I were Charles, I would have just hired. If Charles were more savvy and socially calibrated, or at least more self-aware, rather, was what I meant to say. He would have hired somebody just to handle his marketing. What do you say, Nick?
Well, yeah, 100%. I was actually in a room with David the other day where he was talking about marketing and how Doge doesn't really we don't have marketing because we don't have a marketing department. We have the community, and the community does the marketing for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not really, you can't even really call that marketing because nobody's getting paid. So I think that the one thing that pulls, especially women, into the Doge space, and men as well, Doge was the first meme-based cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, it was the first meme currency, and let's just get rid of, let's say all of the other technical stuff disappears, right? And there's people who argue against Doge that say it's just because of memes that you even exist. Well, let's just say that is the case. We'll agree for a second. We're not saying that's true. Let's just say that is the case. The one thing that in 2021, and this has been true since 2013, but memes bring people together. And the reason that Doge has exploded to the levels it has, I think, is really because of the pandemic. And people were separated, they were isolated in their homes. To connect with their family or loved ones or girlfriends or whoever, the usage of memes as a method of conveying emotion went sky high. And, one thing that you can always count on is a girl loves a good meme. And, guys like sharing them and girls like sharing them too. And everybody likes passing them back and forth. And I think people fail to realize that in itself is a utility.
Sure.
And there's other cryptos right now that are trying to copy that idea, but just like Bitcoin, they will never be the first to do it. And likewise, they won't be able to maximize that potential to the extent that Doge has. And it's clear. Right. It's clear by the numbers. It is a fact that Doge is memed more than anything else, and it's talked about more than Bitcoin. This is just facts.
Right. I agree with you, and I think a lot of that has to do with just to dovetail what you said there. Not just that it's a meme coin, but that it also is it's an effortlessly charming meme coin. So an effortlessly charming culture. It's not forced. It's very genuine. And I think that really resonates with a lot of people and a lot of women where, I think women have a very, they have a keener, more nuanced radar than men do many times as far as being able to pick up a BS detector or what's genuine from what's not. You know what I mean? So I feel like I think that there's a fair amount of women investors that were kind of drawn to this movement because they could tell that it was inherently genuine and fun and playful and also profitable. All these things in one. And who doesn't want to be a part of something like that? Who doesn't want to be a part of something like that? So, just a little hypothesis there on my end. Peachtree says girls love memes. The strong female segment of the Dogecoin community is one of its secret strengths, Scott says. What's up, Celeste? Celeste says, "What's up, Doge fam? You look great as a blonde, Steve. What do you guys think? You guys think I look good as a blonde? Maybe I'll get a official wig, and when I'm feeling better and start doing being live on camera, I'll just come on with the blonde Nelson wig." Yeah. So
when I was doing live streaming on Twitch, my girlfriend and I dressed up as the lion. What's the guy's name? The freaking lion guy. I can't remember.
The lion guy?
Tiger King.
Oh, you dressed up as a Tiger King.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I put blonde extensions in my hair as a joke for Twitch. And my girlfriend actually said that I looked like Brad Pitt in that one movie where it's like old timey Western. I can't remember the name of it. But maybe I should do it. Maybe I should go blonde.
So what? So this channel that you had, this Twitch channel you had going with Legends of the Fall. Okay, so this short-lived Twitch channel that you had with your girlfriend, what was your audience like that you were drawing off that content?
Oh, mostly mentally unstable people.
I was kind of wondering.
Yeah, mostly just crazies. I mean, it was a lot, dude. It was a lot all at once. Like we got, this was, by the way, this started right before lockdown, because I started it because World of Warcraft Classic came out. And I was like, I want to play Classic and stream. And then I started, lockdown happened. We didn't have anything to do. The gyms were closed, so that was our biggest, what are we gonna do? And we just started streaming. In like 2 weeks, we were partnered. We had
that's quick.
I don't know. It was super fast. I started making I don't know. It's like $1,000 a week or something.
Wow.
Off of Twitch. And yeah, I mean, it was because of her.
So why did you guys stop?
2 reasons. Because the people were creepy.
Yeah.
They are not cool. The community that you have on this channel is dope. Is everybody's cool. Everybody hits me up on Twitter. They're super nice. Everyone's a blast.
Yeah.
Cannot say the same for the Twitch community. The Twitch community is I would venture a guess that it's like a lot of children mostly. Okay. Or younger adults, and they're just all bonkers.
Gotcha.
So we had to get the hell out of it. And also the gyms opened back up. Quarantine was over.
Yeah.
And I got kicked out of my guild in World of Warcraft. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's understandable. I think if I was attracting like a super creepy demographic that was behaving that way towards me too, I would shut it down pretty quickly too. I don't blame you one bit. Yeah.
It was too much. There was a few good times. We had fun and we had some laughs, but for the most, overall, I'd say 80% creepy.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky here. It's pretty fortunate. The community here is really cool, really exemplary and supportive. So and not creepy at all. I mean, these people are great. So I'm pretty fortunate.
You are, dude. Your audience is you couldn't have asked for, trust me, coming from somebody that used to stream.
Yeah.
You got cream of the crop top people in the chat. I'm no lie. You're lucky.
Yeah, it's good to hear that too. I think you're right. Ariel says, I'm playing World of Warcraft right now with my Dogecoin bought computer. Awesome. That's awesome, Ariel. Cool. And that's awesome that you spent Dogecoin in the market to purchase a computer. That stuff really helps. That is so cool, Ariel. What's that? Probably a Newegg. Yeah, probably Newegg. Right.
I might do the same thing, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome. That really does help, and also that really speaks volumes to the businesses and lets them know that there's an audience out there willing and ready to spend their Doge for their products. That's awesome. It lets them. It gives them confirmation that they're doing the right thing, going in the right direction. So, cream of the crop here says Beef Supreme. Yes, agreed.
By the way, I got a Beef Supreme story.
Yeah, go.
I had a cheeseburger on Thursday night.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a dinky one like I had last time where it basically did nothing. This was like a solid, like gigantic cheeseburger with an egg on top. And the whole time I was thinking about Beef Supreme. I was like, yep, I'm doing it for Beef Supreme.
Doing it for the Beef Supreme. Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm actually having burgers tonight, grilled burgers tonight, but I'm doing it without the bun, doing it with the sliced tomato.
That's how I normally, when I'm dieting, that's what I normally do.
Yeah, I'm doing it with sliced tomato, onions. I love raw onions. I love fried and raw onions, and then lettuce, of course, and then I like putting a little avocado in there. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, no, I love avocado, and avocado's real good for you. It's good omegas for sure.
Yeah, that's the good
omegas
fat.
Are no joke. Yeah, it is a good fat. I like avocado a lot.
Yeah, avocado. It's great. It just goes bad really fast.
It does, like instantly. Dave Carter's saying I didn't find the bacon. He wanted me to get this bacon jam on my burger. I've never heard of that before. And I don't know I don't even know where you would probably get it online, but I was at a restaurant when I got the hamburger, so I don't know where you would find that, but maybe I'll look for it when I get back from Florida.
Peachtree says best cheeseburgers in Chicagoland, Milwaukee area is the Stop in Kenosha. Have you ever been there, Nick?
I've heard of it, and I've been through Kenosha a billion times, but I don't think I've ever stopped at the Stop. I think I can recall kind of where it's at, but I don't think I've ever been there.
Is it right off the freeway? I can almost picture the sign.
Yeah, it's almost right off the highway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to prioritize that at some point. But thanks for the heads.
We can meet up there. That's like halfway between me and you.
We'll make the Stop happen. We'll stop at the Stop at some point. Is Nick on a keto diet? And I wouldn't say keto as much as to a strict kind of calorie count per day. What would you say?
I can't. So when I first started in bodybuilding, I used to do keto to get in shape.
Yeah.
That was before I had like a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
The more muscle that you carry, the more carbs you burn through. So I don't do keto anymore, but I would say that I do pretty low carb. Huh? In fact, that's why a couple weeks ago, if you guys remember, I was feeling like crap. Well, it's because my carbs were too low. And eventually, like towards the end of my diet, my metabolism is so crazy that like I actually need to increase my carbs at the end. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually adding in fruit and some extra rice. So yeah, I don't do keto anymore. But if you are if you're out of shape and you've got like a higher body fat percentage level, yeah, keto is the way to go.
And why don't you do strict keto anymore though?
I have too much muscle. I'll go flat. Like if I do keto now, like I'll just burn through muscle like crazy.
So if you're more in a bodybuilder kind of physique building routine, it might not be optimal, but would you suggest that it could be optimal for people just feeling better in general if they're looking to tone up and get fit?
If you're trying to lose body fat, like it is the way to go. Now, keep in mind, even with I've worked with many bodybuilding coaches over the years, and even with like the strictest keto diet, it's good to have like one crazy carb-filled cheat meal a week, because you can shut down your metabolism and your ability to burn fat by going super deep into ketosis. I've done it myself. In fact, the other couple weeks ago when I wasn't feeling good, I was eating carbs, but just not enough, and I was sending my body into ketosis. That's why part of the reason I had that fish smell problem going on a couple of weeks ago. So my body was like literally just speeding through my fat reserves, and I had to shut that down because I really don't have much fat left on me at all. So
right. So
yeah.
So it's kind of confusing. Diet is always one of these things where there never seems to be super conclusive science on it. Now there are some commonalities that science is pretty conclusive on, such as trans fats are bad, too much processed sugar is bad, things like this. But outside of that, what people consider to be healthy and most optimal, like health-wise, diet, as far as when it comes to diet, people make cases for all sorts of stuff. People make cases for veganism. People make cases for raw food diet. People make cases for paleo. People make cases for even strictly carnivore. People have seen people have a lot of success with that too. People make cases for the Mediterranean diet. People make cases for just being super particular about calorie counts. To me, it's awfully confusing, to be honest. I kind of just have to go kind of intuitively, but I would say for me, I feel best when I'm doing generally paleo but with some very like small amounts of healthy carbs kind of mixed in there. What do you say, Nick?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that so much of how your body processes food is really heavily based on your genetics. That's why I can't stand when it usually for a long time it was coming from the vegan community where they're like, veganism is good for everyone. Everyone should go vegan. It's great. It's so good for you. Meanwhile, that is not the case. Like, there are select genetic presets from certain areas of the world that grew up for thousands of years without access to meat. Those people do really well. Most of these genetic presets are from like Africa.
Yep.
In that area, in certain areas of Africa where it's like there's more vegetables than there is meat access. Those people do amazingly well on keto on vegan diets because their ancestors did it for thousands of years.
Right.
So they can process carbs and they will not store them as fat. But that is not the case for like most of the world.
Right.
And likewise, for carnivore diets, there are. I was talking to somebody on Twitter, messaged me, he just had a heart attack and he is 40 years old, and it's because
who did?
I can't remember the guy. I'd have to scroll through my messages, but he hit me up on Twitter, and he had a heart attack at 40, or maybe it was like 41 or 40, way too early for a heart attack, and it's because he has a genetic variant. I can't remember the name of the gene, M something. I forgot the name of the gene. Anyway, if you have this genetic variant, it stores trans fats in your blood, and it causes you to like instantly have clots all over your body. It's terrible.
Wow.
If you have that variant, it also causes early onset Alzheimer's. It is so dangerous to be eating trans fats with that kind of diet. So you really have to watch out for like red meat and, all types of stuff. So, luckily I come from a family, dude, my mom eats nothing but sugar. And I'm not joking. My mom eats sugar, vapes, and smokes cigarettes, and she looks like she's 30 years old. And she's in her mid-50s. Like, everybody's different, and you just gotta figure your body out.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. After all the research I've done over the years, I've drawn a similar conclusion. Imperial Beats coming through big with $100. Thank you so much, Imperial Beats. Appreciate that so very much, Beats. Appreciate you, man. He says it's communities within a community like ours that makes Doge so strong. Agreed. If Doge is Greece, we are the 300 Spartans. I love that. A Bitcoin is Persia, and Barry is Xerxes. That I love the analogy. I love the picture that you paint, Imperial Beats. That is awesome. Thank you so much for your generosity, man. Is super appreciated, and it allows me to keep doing what I'm doing and to put as much time in on what I'm doing as I do. Thank you so much, Imperial Beats. Really appreciate that, man, for just absolutely killing it with a walloping $100 super chat. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. And I love that analogy. I do feel that I like that. I can definitely see this community within the community, right? Being the 300. I feel like we've got such an awesome, strong core here. This isn't the biggest channel right now, anyway. It's not the biggest channel. There are definitely others in the Doge space that are much bigger than mine. Matt Wallace, Crypto Batman, these folks are much bigger than their channel. But I gotta say, our community is really not only exemplary, they're intelligent, they're loyal, and they're very, very just good-natured, non-creepy folks. What do you say, Nick?
I would 100% agree. In fact, Steven, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
I figured. When I first, this is before I ever came on the show, but when I was watching you originally, and I saw because you have your picture in the thing.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever told you that you look like Xerxes?
No. Let me let's see. All right, we're gonna.
You look like Xerxes with a beard. I thought this from day one.
King Xerxes. Let's check it out. Let's look it up on Google Images. So
I mean, slap a beard on him, and that's you.
Xerxes is a very flamboyant character. Xerxes is a very flamboyant character. He's portrayed as a very flamboyant character with lots of gold. Yeah, lots of gold on him. I don't know how I take that. Here, we're gonna pull it up on the screen, guys, and then you can tell me if you think I look like Xerxes with a beard.
I am going, when Doge hits $1, I am buying you all of that amazing jewelry.
Oh, I don't know, man. Here,
we can 300 it. I'll do the Spartan thing. You can be Xerxes. We'll do it I'll come up for Halloween.
I don't know, guys. So let's take a look here. This is cracking me up. All right. So let's take a look at Xerxes on screen, guys.
I'd say you're probably a little better looking than the guy who played Xerxes. Like, he kind of looks like he has like kind of a girlish face. You definitely have like a very stern, manly face going on. But
so Xerxes, come on, man. Okay, let me pull up.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure he was Iranian, and you're English, so
I'm very English. Okay, so you're saying
not the historical figure. I'm talking about the guy from 300.
Yeah, this guy.
Yes. Yeah.
You think I look like this guy?
Yeah. Well, you're super tall. You're bald. I mean,
yes.
You got a beard. He doesn't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's just put like 14 pounds of gold on you, like Mr. T style.
Oh my gosh.
See what happened.
Oh my gosh. Jonathan Marino coming in $2. Thank you, Jonathan. Nick, do you watch Greg Doucette?
Oh God. Yes, I do. I don't, and I do. I have. I watched Greg before he started doing the whole spiel. This was years. I watched Greg years and years ago. I can't listen to Greg anymore. His voice is too crazy. Occasionally he'll put out a good video on something, like actually informational and not just drama, and I will watch it. But
you guys, This Xerxes.
Dude, this is like it's a carbon copy.
Come on. I'm English. This guy's Persian. Look at all that. Look at all that gold, man. Like around his head and his face, and some of it's kind of cool looking. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You got it.
I don't know,
You're
man.
gonna come to the tanning salon with me.
Oh man.
We're gonna put you in the tanning bed for a few rounds, and you know what?
You know,
shave the beard for a day, and I'll pay for the gold.
I just don't know about this, guys. You know, I think it's the. Here, there's another picture I saw of him where he's just wearing like a little like, yeah, he's like wearing a chainmail loincloth.
Yeah.
This is very. I don't know, Nick. This is very homoerotic. I don't know what.
Definitely not straight, Steven. It's not straight at all.
I would like to think, although I don't think it's probably correct, and I would like to think I look more like this Xerxes.
The actual Xerxes.
Yeah. I would like to think I more look like this Xerxes. Or maybe even this epic paint portrait.
I think you could if you grew the beard out.
Yeah. My beard grows very quickly. I mean, like this guy here. This guy looks pretty. This guy looks pretty legit to me. What do you think, guys? What do you think? All right, let me put the chart back up. Enough chainmail loincloths for one day. That is funny, Nick. I am amused. Are you not entertained? Okay, so let's get back to the dog money on the screen there. Dogelander coming in $5. Thank you, Dogelander. Steal when Doge touches on the moon.
Gonna get you blinged out. Oh, speaking of.
Thank you, Dogelander. Yeah, go ahead.
Guess who texted me today? This is a good one. The audience is gonna love this.
All right, who texted Nick?
Ben Baller.
Okay. And what's up with Ben Baller?
I'm not sure if you saw.
Yeah.
But he created like 3 Doge
NFTs, right?
Well, yes, that too. But to go with the NFT is a gold necklace.
Oh yeah.
Solid gold necklace.
Oh, it's
He offered one of them to me. However, I think there's 3 gold ones and 3 gold and diamond ones. They're all yellow gold, which I don't look. My skin is just too dark for yellow gold. I like white gold.
Right.
So I thought I could get. I was like, I'll think about the diamond one, but he sold the diamond ones like right away. So the diamond necklace is gone. So I told him we're gonna work on something custom when I get back from Florida.
Right.
I thought it'd be kind of cool for the audience to hear that the gold Doge necklace that Ben Baller created, one of them was offered to me today.
Yeah. Wow. So are you going through with it or what?
I am. I'm going to get. I am going to have Ben do a Doge pendant on. It'll be like a wrapper chain. You know, like it'll be like a gigantic diamond encrusted Doge, like pendant, not like a little like coin like he made, like an actual like physical. You know what I'm talking about. And it'll be on a diamond chain.
Yes.
The chain will be actually made of diamonds. We've already gone over it. He just wanted to offer that to me because I don't know, like we weren't sure about timing, and he's like, I already had, he had those made ready to go. So, but yeah, we're gonna work on something custom as soon as I get back from Florida.
Nice, excellent. Yeah, you're gonna definitely got to post pics when it's all sorted and you're
flying out to California to go pick it up.
Wow, big baller shot caller, 20-inch Doge on the Impala.
Yes.
That is awesome, Nick. That is so cool. Yeah, definitely post pics, or you should post like a little video of you and Ben Baller out there.
That's the plan. So he's gonna make a video for his YouTube channel about it. I'm gonna make a video for my YouTube channel about it.
Yeah.
And hopefully my girlfriend doesn't kill me in the meantime, because she is
She's
not happy.
what? Why is she not happy? Why is she not happy?
It is not cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell her that I'm investing in precious metals, which is true. I don't own a ton of gold. Like, I wish I did, but now I can't. And not only can I own a ton of gold, like I can wear it as well. It's dual purpose, but it's gold and it's diamonds. It's worth $30,000. But she just thinks it's stupid that I'm spending 30 grand on something I'm gonna wear around my neck like once or twice.
Wow. So, I mean, I can see her point, but at the same time,
yeah, it is ridiculous. I'm not arguing that fact. I completely agree.
Yeah. But sometimes in life, there's just certain things you just got to indulge yourself on.
I've been a fan of Ben's for years.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
He is like the man, and it's so cool. It's so cool that Doge has brought together like some people that I've been following since I was like really young. I've been following Ben since his jewelry career started. And there's so many people that have come into the Doge space that I've been following. That Jesse guy.
Yeah.
I've been following that guy since like YouTube started.
Yeah.
And all these people are coming into the Doge space. So I'm like, oh, I remember you from I watched you forever, like a long time ago. And it's just so cool to see the community grow with all these cool, like big influencers in it who I love, like people that I've been fans of forever.
Yeah, that is so cool. And it's just been happening more and more. Noticed that on some folks too, that I just had followed over the years, totally unrelated to crypto, kind of coming into the Doge space. And like, oh, cool. So guys, this is your man, Steven Steele, coming to you live, Doge After Dark, Friday Night Live, with my man, Nick Balls, also at the helm. And we're just kind of freestyling, having a good time here. Appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't smashed that like button, please do so. It takes a split second of your time. Doesn't cost you a dime. And we are emerging each and every day. We are growing each and every day. And it is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And if you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you and invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you already are subscribed, I would like to invite you to hit the notification bell. And it's easy, simple thing to do that's easy to forget too. But when you hit the notification bell, it takes out all the guesswork of when I go live. You don't have to obsessively refresh the Twitter feed to know when. You'll just get the notification on your phone or device. So here we are, Friday night. What can we expect for Doge over the rest of the weekend? What can we expect for the crypto market over the weekend? Nick, do you think that we are at the beginning stages of pulling out of this rut yet, or not so much?
It's really hard to say. Our friend Barry Silbert,
yep, Barry,
alluded to the fact that he might be shorting Bitcoin over the weekend.
Yeah, that's an interesting turn of events.
I bet he wish you would have done that the other day.
Yeah,
probably would have. And I wish he probably wished he didn't short Doge. That probably was a mistake.
Poor Barry just keeps spiraling. He keeps spiraling down. Nick, I gotta take care of something. It'll literally take me 60 seconds, so I'm gonna give the mic to you. Just continue to explain to the folks what you think about what you're telling me there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be an interesting weekend. I can see it going one of two ways. Obviously with with China coming in and kind of messing with everything, could they attack over the weekend again? It's possible. Likewise, we could see a large buy-in over the weekend too. I think we'll see a general steady recovery over the next 2 weeks. The good news for the Doge community is that we have the Coinbase listing coming up. So we have a guaranteed steady price increase over the next like 4 to 6 weeks, no matter what. And that's kind of like something that other cryptos don't really have at the moment. I think that it is currently being priced in, and we should see the rebound of Doge, and I think we're certainly going to see a large run up to the Coinbase listing. Now, will that be followed by a strong sell-off? Probably. I mean, Doge has, displayed that it is very sensitive to news and other, to like world events, news events. So just be prepared for that if you guys are planning on saving some money, for a possible buy. You might want to save it for after the Coinbase listing. Likewise, take a look over the weekend. We might see a hit in the markets again from China coming through over the weekend. But again, we could see a strong reversal. I was talking to one of our special guests on the Sunday show about what he thinks the crypto markets are going to do. And this guy is a professional at analyzing markets. Like, this is what he does. And he doesn't know. It's hard to say. He thought it was going to go as low as 25 today. We could still see that. Could see $25,000 Bitcoin in the next few days here. So just be prepared. Don't get scared, and do not let big money shake your long-term position. Because if you do, you're letting your coins go into the hands of the already wealthy. And that's what we're trying to avoid here.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's really funny to see Barry spiral here.
He was going back and forth with a few people on Twitter today about the Dogecoin community. And what's funny?
What were his sentiments? I missed those.
He was, actually, he was kind of playing nice.
He kind of, I was going to say, he kind of would have to at this point.
Yeah, he was kind of playing nice. He basically thinks that, the only reason Doge is where it's at now is because of Elon, and that we shouldn't rely on Elon to prop the coin up, and that there should be some real utility built into Doge. What I would say to him, if I had a chance to meet him in person and I didn't kill him, would be that, clearly there already is utility built into the coin just on a basic level. Just on a basic level, it's essentially a clone of Litecoin. Mm-hmm. So it has as much utility as Litecoin, which, by the way, is a fair bit more utility than Bitcoin. It's literally the second generation. So there are advantages to that. Now, there are disadvantages too. I think a lot of big influencers in the Dogecoin community, we love Elon because he supports the coin. But I think we can all agree that we shouldn't rely on one man to hold up our price. But I think where Barry went severely, what he severely misjudged was the people's ability to support the coin. He screwed up to the tune of $250 million trying to short Doge. He lost $250 million. And that wasn't because of Elon. I hate to break it to Barry, but that was because there is such a strong community sentiment for this currency. And not only that, now there's institutional sentiment for the currency as well. There's big money involved. And I think he just severely misplayed the market on that. And it's clear. I mean, he did. It's not a question. Like, he did. He screwed up. So, you know, his ability to, you know, read and play the market is just as good as any other dummy sitting in their room trying to analyze all this crap. You know, you can't, because you find one thing that you think is the major catalyst to price action, doesn't mean you're right. And you have to take into account the fact that you might be wrong. And that's what I try and do with Doge every day. And that's why I haven't sold any, because I can't make that determination. I have a long-term positive outlook for Doge, and I don't have enough data to say one way or another. I can understand its flaws, and I can understand its inherent utility and purpose, and both of those things combined give me positive outlook for the future.
Yeah. Well laid out. And Luca says Barry lives in a Bitcoin maxi bubble. I mean, that's no lie detected there. Barry is back to talking garbage again. GTR says so. It sounds like that might have been short-lived, Nick, according to someone in the chat. So that wouldn't surprise me.
He was going back and forth with some Dogecoin people for sure.
That's way Elon behind it. Yep. Beef Supreme says, sorry guys, I'm still here. Had to get some beer. So yeah, Beef Supreme is grabbing some brews with his Beef Supreme. So, you know, I heard you talking before, Nick. You said you felt it was in the realm of possibility for Bitcoin to descend into 25,000.
That's what our friend said.
Who said?
Our buddy from overseas.
Oh, someone in the chat? Stuart?
No. The guy.
The guy
from Germany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm just saying he's way smarter than I am.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wasn't about to counter that. I was about to say I wasn't about to counter that. On the contrary, I've been warning against this. I've been one of the only voices in Doge warning against this. You have too, Nick. I've one of the only voices in crypto, rather, not Doge. Crypto warning against this. It is possible that Bitcoin continues to falter, continues to stumble to the point where it could give rise to Ethereum seriously competing for that number one spot, not in the distant future, but in the near future. This is a distinct possibility. I personally, I have mixed feelings about that because, in a sense, that will obviously position Dogecoin in a much stronger place long term. But it's gonna. I think that's also the downside of that is the whole market's gonna really struggle for a while before that happens. And so I tend to lean more in the direction I would like to see Dogecoin stabilize and thrive as an asset and bringing the rest of the market up with it. But I got to be honest with you, folks. It could go the other direction. I think that's a possibility. Either way, I think Dogecoin comes out on top. But I do think if Bitcoin continues to keep tumbling, I do think it's going to take longer to get there. Your thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, keep this in mind, guys. When Doge first hit 8 cents, Bitcoin was first hitting a little over 40,000, right? And now Doge is 33.5 cents and Bitcoin is 36,000. So the world has kind of completely flipped upside down. I tend to believe that trend is going to continue. Like Steven said, I think that we are in for a lower Bitcoin level. I think that Bitcoin is going to continue to fall.
And
the
why?
Bad side.
Why? And I have my thoughts on this too, but maybe could you expound on that to the audience on why you think that's a possibility, why you think that will may happen?
I think that Bitcoin, it's tough. Bitcoin has put itself in a position which we've talked about before, where it's on the top of the mountain. It's on the top of the hill. And when you're on the top of the hill, there's only one place to go. You're only going to go down if you're not perfectly positioned. And at the moment, we are seeing world governments like engage in cyber warfare, essentially market manipulation and market warfare to manipulate the price of a digital asset. And I don't think that's going to end anytime soon. I think it's going to get worse. And as we mentioned in previous shows, whenever the big dog falls from the top of the hill, there is another dog that is waiting underneath it, metaphorically and actually. And could we see the money that was taken out of the Bitcoin market put into other cryptos? Certainly. Could that money flow into Ethereum? Probably. Could it flow into Doge? Certainly. Specifically within the near future, because of all of the catalysts that Doge has placed upon it. It's got the Coinbase listing coming up. It's got the Tesla announcement coming up. All of these things are going to be a huge, huge race to the top, and very quickly. Now, the problem that comes along with this race to the top is big money trying to take profits along the way and crash the price back down. Whenever you see a massive run up in price, there's always going to be a correction. It's obviously, look at Bitcoin. These are, new and emerging technologies that have been around for a little while, but not that long. And their prices are going to continue to get driven up and corrected down. And that what we would like to call in the bodybuilding industry a strength curve is essentially a monetary curve in the cryptocurrency world. And that monetary curve at some point between Bitcoin, Ethereum, basically all the top five, Doge, they are those monetary curves are at some point going to intersect. The issue with Bitcoin is that it is the main trading pair for all of these. Everything is converted into Bitcoin. That's the issue that we're running into right now, is whenever anybody transfers out anything, it's always a conversion to Bitcoin. And until we see exchanges, major exchanges change their trading pairs or open up new trading pairs, which I'm happy to report they are, Binance being one of them, who allows multiple trading pairs, that tide is going to start changing, and it's not in the favor of Bitcoin.
Now, Bitcoin did crash pretty hard in 2017, where it got all the way down to, I think, $3,000 then. And it did come roaring back, of course. So I do think it's possible that could happen too, where it could really eat it for a while and come roaring back. But the difference is between 2017 and 2021 is there's a lot more competition now. There's a lot more educated crypto investors that look, if you don't have the kind of capital to invest a ton of money in Bitcoin at this stage, your returns aren't going to be all that dynamic compared to if you were to invest on some of the other top 10s. So I think what we're seeing is a combination too of people that came in new to the crypto space and put some money in Bitcoin, maybe exclusively, and then the longer they go on, they're seeing other people make better gains with top 20 coins, and even outside of that, obviously. And so they're kind of looking around like. So I think we're also seeing, in a sense, a pretty big exodus of people that aren't super wealthy, pulling their BTC investments out and reallocating them into Doge, reallocating them into ETH, reallocating them into VeChain, reallocating them into I don't know, XRP, and the list goes on. Wouldn't you say that's significantly adding to all this?
I think that the wealthy elite, who, by the way, guys, don't be fooled. Bitcoin is not a decentralized currency. I would venture a guess that none of the top 10 cryptos in the world are decentralized currencies. They are all owned by big money. All of them, Doge included. There's no difference here. The one thing that the extremely wealthy are looking for is the best return on investment possible. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about utility. They don't care about what fun we're having with our memes. It's unfortunate, but it's true, and this is something we have to come to terms with. This is something that Bitcoin hasn't come to terms with, by the way, guys. This is something that the Bitcoin maximalists they're blind to. They're blah, 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 blah. This isn't happening. It's not happening. Well, guess what? It's happening. Look at the markets today. It is 100%. This is because Bitcoin is centralized to a few large whales. And, you know, it's going to keep happening.
Sure.
You know, the fact is that whichever currency has the best potential to make the most gains over a period of time, that's what the whales are going to stick their money in.
Sure.
That's it. It has nothing to do with, oh, well, this currency, you know, like Cardano has smart contracts coming up and it's got this and it's got that. Forget about it, man. None of that matters. It's all about where rich people can make the most money.
Right.
And, you know, that this is just, that's investing. That's the core of investment. That's all it is. And I think crypto in general puts a lot of importance on technical utility, but more often than not, the money that's being transacted for each crypto is not because of NFTs, or it's not because of anything other than the fact that it's being traded on exchanges. And until we overcome that, we're not going to see a change. And that's why I believe Doge is such an important crypto in the crypto space, because it is the first to get like mass adoption. You know, it's the first to be added to the S&P 500 level companies that are accepting it now. And it's not just like a pipe dream. It's a reality.
Yeah, agreed. So I've been hypothesizing, and by the way, what's up, Staying Alpha, joking around, talking all kinds of smack in the chat there. Good to see you, Alpha. Alpha says, Nick Balls and CT Fletcher workout video coming soon.
Yeah, I'm going to bench 405 with CT Fletcher.
On VHS only, guys.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
You know, what's interesting to me is how, if it goes down that road that we're talking about, where it heads. Do you think it's possible in the not so distant future? Do you think it's even possible for BTC not to be number one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
I think so too. We're some of the only two people saying that in all of crypto. Most content creators in crypto are looking at us sideways right now, but I think it's possible. I've been saying this. I got on a late night Twitter space I opened up just for myself last night, and I was talking about this very thing. I agree with you. I think it's a very real possibility that we need to be ready for. And in the event it does keep it trending that way, to know how to communicate with people, make sure people keep cool heads and not, let that pressure get to them. I think it's important that people stay calm in the event that happens and that transfer of power and money happens. Go ahead if you want to expand on the possibility of that.
Keep in mind that the money that flew out of the Bitcoin over the past week, it didn't just disappear, right? That money wasn't like burned. That money went somewhere, and it hasn't been put back into the crypto space. That money is waiting, and it is ready. Now, is it the Chinese government waiting for Bitcoin to get to a certain level to buy back in? Possible. Is that money waiting on Elon Musk to release a piece of information? So I keep telling people, man, hold on to your Doge, bros. Hold on to it, because there is so much money missing from the crypto market right now, and it is waiting. It is waiting to pounce on any opportunity. And the second that Tesla releases that they're going to accept Doge, the second that Doge gets released on Coinbase, these are all catalysts that we could see hundreds of billions of dollars flood into the Doge market. And if you believe me, just go back 2 weeks. It already happened once. We saw Doge pass up Cardano like it was standing still.
Right.
The amount of money that flew into Doge in just a matter of like a week was insane. I'm interested to know, is that a record for the most money that has flown into a cryptocurrency in a period of time? I don't know. But I could venture a guess and probably imagine it was. If that's gonna happen if that could happen one time, it can happen again, and it can happen again to a double the extent. So just be ready. It's gonna happen, and when it does, it sucks to say, but when the market shoots up like that, it's gonna come back down. Obviously, I don't think it'll come back down to the test previous levels, but it'll come back down, it'll correct for sure. But just be aware that we are sitting on, a very, very, very big possible breakout.
Yeah.
Any little piece of news.
Yeah, and just for some, my position's clear on this. I'm not saying this will happen. Nick seems to think, from sounds like you think it's much more likely than Bitcoin coming back up. Is that right?
I think we could see that Doge could. I'm not saying Doge is going to overtake Bitcoin's market cap.
Yeah.
I just think Doge is going to. It's either going to keep trading sideways or it is going to, absolutely blast off. And if it absolutely blasts off, there's more catalysts waiting. There's more catalysts that are in Doge's favor for that to happen than any other cryptocurrency right now. And that is not going to be it's not like Bitcoin where right now we're at a race to the bottom. It is the exact opposite. If any of those catalysts pop off, it's going to be a race to the top.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a race to the top quickly and swiftly, and it is going to not stop. It's going to fly up.
Yeah. So let me get this super chat. Get to the super chat, and then then we're going to talk about those catalysts. Nurse Terry Reed coming in big time with $49.99 super chat. Nurse Terry Reed coming in big, generous. Thank you so much, Terry Reed. Really appreciate you. She says, I saw you both in Coco's space. Proud of you boys. You guys are always there to help us all. Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a good thing, and it's kind of, to me, it's, sometimes the ladies need their own spaces. It's, to me, it's no different than like my parents, for example. They run a small church out in the country. I was raised a preacher's kid, and they have ladies functions, ladies nights there. I think it's important just to vibe with that chemistry. It's just a different dynamic. You guys can give each other and relate to each other's experiences that are unique experiences to women that we don't have, so I think it was really cool, and it was cool to see happen. Thank you so much, Terry, for the super chat, the generous super chat, and your continued awesome support of this community, not just here on Steven Steele Live, but just through Doge in general. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Terry. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
No problem. So Nick's going to take a break there. In the meantime, guys, you are listening to your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, coming to you live, Friday Night Live, here at Doge After Dark. And I am so excited that all of you guys are joining me this evening. If you haven't hit that like button, please take a moment to do that. It takes a split second of your time. And what do I say? Doesn't cost you a dime. It's the number one thing you can do to help a new and quickly emerging channel like this get up into those tricky YouTube algorithms. Also, if you're brand new here, if this is your first time watching Doge After Dark, your first time watching Steven Steele Live, I want you to press the number 1. I want you to put the number 1 in the chat. I want to know who you folks are, and I want to welcome you aboard. And obviously, if anyone feels compelled to super chat throughout this broadcast, that is hugely appreciated, since I've basically am becoming a full-time content creator in the Doge space, in the crypto space, and in just the general podcast space, talk show space. Imperial Beats coming in at $5. Thank you, Imperial Beats. Really appreciate you, man. Nick, I agree 100%. They are sitting on the side waiting. Elon knows. That's why he posted the doggy in the window meme. Very interesting answer. Very interesting answer. What are your thoughts on what Imperial Beats just said there, Nick?
So before I get going, I want to address two things. I think it is there have been some very interesting conspiracy theories that have been brought up surrounding the show, that maybe Elon Musk is
watching this. Yeah.
Which, who knows? He could be bouncing around from live to live, while he's chilling on his private jet, flying from Germany back to here or whatever.
That
would be so cool. If Elon Musk listened to the show, I think that'd be epic.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's some, listen, we're living in a world where dog money made me a millionaire. Like, there's a possibility. At this point, I don't count anything out.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. There is a chance. And then what was the other one? Yes, the doggy in the window meme. Before I get rolling here, a lot of people put a lot of Matt Wallace spent a lot of time and a lot of Adderall figuring that out, and he decoded the secret message and the candles and the everything that was hidden in that picture. I think it's hilarious. I love it, and I think there is some truth to the fact that maybe Elon does watch the show. There is some truth to the fact that Elon might be very, very well aware of what's going to happen in the Doge market. And not only that, this is a man, by the way, guys, who's like has previously been the richest man on earth. They're, going back and forth with Bezos right now, but you better believe that Elon is well moneyed up with world government leaders and big money in major nation states. And he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And all these people could have pulled their money out of Bitcoin. And there's a chance that they could all be waiting for him to go, Tesla accepts Doge, and off to the races. I'm telling you, that's all it would take.
You raise a really interesting scenario. I mean, you didn't explicitly raise it, but what it implies, and this is something I've been thinking about more and more, is this. If Bitcoin continues to trade sideways and keeps faltering lower and lower, kind of simultaneously there, as it looks to be a possibility of that keeping going now, what happens? What happens once, let's say, Bitcoin falters down to 25,000, and then while Bitcoin is down in the dumps at 25,000, Elon announces the Dogecoin Tesla merging. Now you've got a very powerful, interesting dynamic, right? Bitcoin will already be down around, possibly anyway. Let's say it does keep going down. It finds itself in the 20,000s, and then Elon makes a walloping, the most game-changing announcement of Dogecoin history. Wow, I mean, that would really dynamically change everything. In a sense, I feel like he's waiting for that moment, right? In a sense, we feel like that's kind of what he has planned. I tell you what, folks, Bitcoin Maximies, you just shouldn't have. You shouldn't have taken that stick and kept prodding it inside the hornet's nest. You just couldn't help yourselves. You just had to keep doing it. You had to keep doing it. And now it might be too late for him, right? It might be too late for him. Your thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think they sealed their own fate. And we can't disagree about this. The fact that there is hundreds of billions of dollars missing from the crypto market right now, and specifically hundreds of billions of dollars missing from Bitcoin right now.
Yes.
That money, like I mentioned earlier, that money's it's not nowhere. It's somewhere. And it is waiting. I think a lot of people new to crypto, and listen, guys, I was a product of this as well when everything first started popping off. I felt like if I pulled the trigger on a long or a short, that I had to get back into a trade right away, right?
Yes.
Like, you feel like this tension, right? You're under this constant, I'm going to miss it. Well, that's not how billionaires feel. When they pull their money out, they are extremely confident in the fact that they made that move, and they're willing to wait. They can wait as long as they want because it doesn't matter to them. They've got billions of dollars still. So it literally means nothing to a whale to take their money out of the market and just chill and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you right now, that money that left the crypto markets, it didn't just get burned up. It is somewhere and it is waiting. And this is my final thought for the night. I think everyone should be in high anticipation of what the next move is. And it could happen in a short succession where it's like announcement, price build up, or who the hell knows? It could all just culminate into a crescendo of epic proportions that we have not seen before. I don't know. I tweeted earlier Actually, Billy was commenting on this. I thought it was hilarious. I said everything that I tweet is financial advice. Hashtag not financial advice. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I have my crystal balls ready and I know what the future holds. But I do know that, one, there's a lot of money missing from the crypto market, and two, it is somewhere.
Right.
And we shall see in the next few weeks where it goes.
Yeah, we shall see, man. We'll see how this all shakes out. Nick, I know you stayed a little extra late for me considering I got a late startup time tonight, so I want to appreciate you for doing a little bit of OT. And
Thanks, buddy.
always appreciate your perspective. I know the room does as well. And I will catch up with you tomorrow, my friend.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. Everybody, make sure you hit the like, get on that subscribe button, make sure you ring the notification bell. We have a very cool show coming up on Sunday, and I hope you guys are all there.
Yes, awesome. And guys, anyone who wants to give Nick a follow on Twitter, I'm going to put his link in the chat right now. Nick, I will catch up with you soon, my friend.
All right, later, buddy. Have
later.
a good stream.
Thank you. Very interesting. The things that, the scenarios that Nick and I are entertaining here may seem outlandish to many of the other content creators in crypto, but I think this is a very distinct real possibility and one that could get pretty gnarly before it gets better. I would tend to agree. I think it's a much more real probability than most people realize. The idea that Bitcoin could keep faltering to the point where it could put it in an irreversibly vulnerable position to Dogecoin. I mean, imagine if Dogecoin, if BTC rather, is down, gets down in the 20,000s, even $27,000. Imagine a $27,000 Bitcoin, and then that day that Bitcoin is at $27,000, Elon Musk announced integration with Dogecoin and Tesla. I mean, that could really substantially change the dynamics to the point that could cause irreversible damage to Bitcoin. Will this happen? I don't know. Is it possible that Bitcoin starts to stabilize, starts to get bullish again, comes back up, and picks up where it left off, in the 40-some thousands, into the 50-some thousands, and 60-some thousands and beyond? Sure, that's absolutely possible. That absolutely is a very real possibility and a likely possibility. But on the other hand, the scenario that Nick and I have been talking about, I do think that's a distinctly possibility as well too. Steve Steele, you need to rename your stream to Crypto Conspiracy After Dark. Nah, I don't needlessly entertain conspiracy theories, and I don't think I'm entertaining anything that's terribly outlandish. I think, and again, I'm just presenting it as a possibility. So I try not to go too overboard in the conspiratorial direction. Anyway, let's get to kind of a funny story here. I saw this through Ask Finance, aka Liv. This is a real story that came out tonight on TechCrunch, TechCrunch.com. And the title of it is "Don't." This is a real article that came out tonight. Don't tweet about ass. Don't tweet about ass. And the journalist's name is Alex. Alex starts off the article with, "I'm not a smart man. Earlier today, I tweeted about ass, a cryptocurrency named after a dog, in this case, an Australian Shepherd's. After doing that, obviously stupid thing, my Twitter feed became chock full of ass-related imagery. memes, and AskCoin stands breathing on me. It's all very annoying as I run TweetDeck on a work laptop, which is now very well dicey proposition given what I'm being sent. ASS is short for Australian Safe Shepherd. It's a cryptocurrency that, much like Dogecoin, is a joke. It is much like Dogecoin in some ways, but in other ways they're totally different. And furthermore, Dogecoin is a joke, but it's not exclusively a joke. It is a legit, brilliant form of currency with great development behind it. Esteban, thank you. $5 coming in. Esteban says, just got off work. What have I missed? Just wanted to say you have an amazing beard. Thank you, Esteban. Oh, we talked a lot about the direction of the current market depression, the future of Dogecoin in relation to Bitcoin, and the possible scenarios surrounding those things, or probably the main things we talked about. And we also talked about Nick thinking that I resemble the guy that played one of the characters in 300. It's a Ludimi. Name is Ludimi. But I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. But good to see you, Esteban. So back to the story on Yahoo Finance. AskCoin is a joke. On its own website, not to be taken too seriously. For example, if you navigate to Ask Finance, you will find a very detailed look at Ask's technical underpinnings and plans for the future. I found this hilarious, so I tweeted about it. And then everyone in the Ask world began to assault my Twitter. Pro tip, this is not a good way to get taken seriously, but as Ask is not trying to be taken seriously, does it even matter? You know, you can't blame the Ask token community. For example, if you were to tweet out something right now with the money sign and then capital ASS, yeah, you'll get a lot of supporters like pumping up the ass, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't know how someone's going to get offended by that. To me, it's just kind of amusing and a testimony to the excitedness and increasing grassroots popularity of a crypto like that. Anyway, it's pretty amusing. It's pretty amusing that this was an actual legitimate financial article in TechCrunch. Warn people not to tweet about us. That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, guys, you are listening to your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele on Doge After Dark, Friday Night Live. Welcome one, welcome all. If you haven't hit that like button, you want to do that. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, you'll want to do that. If you feel compelled to super chat to help out the show, you're welcome to do that. You're welcome to do that. Stain Alpha just talking all sorts of zaniness in the room tonight. Just trolling away, having fun, trolling away. Pretty funny stuff. Let's see here. There's another article I wanted to get to here, guys. And that article is courtesy of Bazinga. Bazinga. And this is Jenny Ta on how Dogecoin could reach 1 trillion market cap. Wow. Jenny Ta, the founder of and CEO of CoinLink.com, shared her thoughts about the future and price of Dogecoin on Friday on Bazinga's YouTube show Power Hour. Dogecoin has soared recently as a cryptocurrency that started as a joke is no longer just chasing its tail. From a percentage perspective, The run of Dogecoin over the last time was a tough uphill battle, Ta told Bazinga, adding that it should be much easier for the cryptocurrency to move from 75 cents to $1. $1 per Dogecoin is imminent, she said, adding that she believes Dogecoin will eventually reach a market cap of $1 trillion, valuing the cryptocurrency around $7 or $8 per coin. Wild, guys. Todd noted that she is thankful for the cryptocurrency godfather, Bitcoin, and that she said without Bitcoin, Dogecoin would have never come along, which is true. Which is true. That is wild, wild stuff, guys. Stain Alpha says, I'm just trolling to see if I can get someone riled up. The article is not about my beard. Sorry for the disappointments. Sheesh. I'd like to welcome all the Moonbats, all the Moonbats in the chat. I'd like to welcome all the people that found me through Crypto Batman. I'd like to welcome all the people that found me through Upshot. I'd like to welcome all the people that found me through Matt Wallace, aka Final Stand. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you guys. We have so much to be optimistic about, despite how the market's doing. We have so much to look forward to. We have just so many developments that and dynamics that play now more than any other cryptocurrency in the space. Can you replay the Gambia clip? Oh, man. I don't know if I should replay the Gambia clip, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I should do it, guys. I don't know if I should replay the Gambia clip. I'm just not sure. Just not sure. I'm not sure if I can even find it anymore. Gang, so beef up for the surge. Beast Supreme says Beast Supreme is ready for it. Ready for it. You guys, it's not funny. It's not funny to make fun of the Gambia excursion. Okay? Gotta take it back. Gotta take it back.
This.
We are going to Gambia! We are going to Gambia! Gambia! Okay, guys. But after that, that's when we stop. All right, guys. We're going, guys. We're going. I can't tell you why or how, but we're going. I can't tell you why or how. But anyway, Jenny Ta explained a realistic scenario in which Dogecoin could reach 1 trillion market cap. Long shot, sure. Possible, yes. possible, yes. There's another article from Yahoo Finance. It's aptly titled, Yahoo Finance Users Love Dogecoin by Miles Udland. The year isn't even half over yet, but it's already been memorable. 2021 for market watchers, the GameStop and meme stock drama, the latest bull cycle in cryptocurrencies, and Elon Musk tweeting have all created off-the-wall storylines that keep getting refreshed. And well, some, if not most, of this is just noise for investors who are trying to build wealth over long run. Here at Yahoo Finance, our data on ticker users are looking to give us a great read on how engaged readers and viewers have been on some of these trends. Interesting. Yahoo Finance's Jared Bilkey spun up some data on Thursday and showed that the most popular tickers on Yahoo Finance over the last 4 weeks, and perhaps it's no surprise that the top ticker over the last month has been Dogecoin. I think that might be in part because of this show. I'm going to take the credit for this. Why not? Over this period, Elon Musk tweeted many times about Doge, hosted SNL and talked about Doge. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell was asked about Doge. Notably, the price of Doge is only up about 25% over the last month, and with most of Doge's big rally coming in early mid-April. As of Thursday, Doge was trading near 40%. As a reminder, Dogecoin, I just don't like when they do this because it's incorrect. It's incorrect. You guys are absolute dummies when you keep doing this. As a reminder, Dogecoin is a joke explicitly. No, it's not. It's not explicit. Dogecoin is a joke, but the future is a joke, dude. The future is Dogecoin. It does not take a rocket scientist to figure this out at this point. And the fact that these people are the experts and just can't get the most basic fundamentals over what Dogecoin is, even after all this time, it's just exhausting. What a bunch of boobs. What a bunch of absolute boobs. We've been going just almost about 2 hours here tonight, gang. Well, actually longer than that, a little longer than that. And yeah. So I don't really have anything more to add on that article particularly. I saw another article from Investor Place that I came across earlier that says Shibcoin, the Shiba Inu coin. Will Shiba Inu live up to its Dogecoin killer title? No. And this was only written yesterday. These guys are really behind. We already know that Shiba Inu coin is incredibly compromised. And the founder of Ethereum pretty much cast out all his Shiba Inu tokens that were donated to him because he didn't want to be responsible for it and just gave it all away to a charity. So will the Shiba coin live up to its Dogecoin killer title? No. No, 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 no. No, it won't. All right, gang. Well, I've been going about 2 hours here. I'm going to wind this one down, but after I have some dinner, I may jump on again for Dogecoin for Insomniacs. Just stay tuned for that. That's a distinct possibility. So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Everyone who donated, thank you so much for your support of the show. And if you haven't subscribed, I just encourage you to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the community, and everything else. So I'm going to get have a bit of dinner and a shower and all that stuff. And then I will probably jump on for Dogecoin for Insomniacs a little bit later, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you guys very much. And thanks for tuning in. And until next time, this is Steven Steele signing out.